Good morning, my dear students. This is Neeraj Kumar, your English teacher. Today I am here to give you the explanation, chapter number 5 from class 7. The chapter is quality. I hope you will be listening to me very carefully and will be understanding whatsoever I am going to explain to you. Before giving you the explanation of this chapter, at the very starting, I would like to tell you I would like to give you an overview of this chapter. At first, look at the title of the story, that is quality. Quality मतलब बेटा किसी चीज़ का गुण होता है, right? It may be related to cloth, food, your apartment, anything. It could be related to anything. Alright? So now let's discuss this chapter in detail. Can a shoemaker be called an artist? Yes, if he has the same skill and pride in his trade as any other artist. So, my dear students, we will be studying in this chapter the quality of a shoemaker and his boots. Alright? तो इसमें पूछा गया है कि क्या एक जो शू मेकर होता है उसको भी हम एक आर्टिस्ट कह सकते हैं, कलाकार कह सकते हैं. एग्जैक्टली वी कैन कॉल इफ द शू मेकर हैज गॉट द परफेक्शन, द क्वालिटी इन हिज वर्क, इन हिज ट्रेड, देन ऑब्वियसली ही कैन बी कॉल्ड एन आर्टिस्ट. उसे हम एक कलाकार बोल सकते हैं. एज any other artist, दूसरे आर्टिस्ट की तरह, and the same respect for it too, and he can be given respect as well. उसको हम respect भी दे सकते हैं if he has got the perfection in his work. Mr. Gessler, a German shoemaker, settled in London. So my dear students, the story is of London and a shoemaker named Mr. Gessler is a perfect artist. He was undoubtedly a perfect artist and having perfection in making boots. Read this story to see how he devotes his life to his art. We will be knowing that how much he was devoted to his work, to his trade. So, I start now. I knew him from the days of my extreme youth because he made my father's boots. The story starts with the author. Author से कहानी शुरू होती है. Author started narrating what actually he observed when he was young. तो ऑथर यहाँ पर कहते हैं इट वॉज व्हेन ही वॉज यंग एंड ही वॉज क्वाइट अवेयर अबाउट द शू मेकर बिकॉज दिस शू मेकर मेड हिज फादर्स बूट्स. नाउ लेट्स कंटिन्यू. ही लिव्ड विद हिज एल्डर ब्रदर in a shop which was in a small by street in a fashionable part of London. Basically, that shoemaker used to live with his elder brother in his own shop, and that shop basically was in a small by street. There was a very small street and there was a very fashionable part of London, so it was situated there. The shop had a certain quiet distinction. There was no sign upon it other than the name of Gessler Brothers. This shop had got its own uniqueness. There was no sign upon it other than the name of Gessler Brothers. देखिए, जैसे कि अब लंदन के किसी पार्ट की कहानी है, फैशनेबल जगह की कहानी है, तो कोई साइन बोर्ड नहीं था, कोई एडवर्टीजमेंट नहीं था, कोई पॉम्प एंड शो नहीं था. ओनली देर वॉज वन थिंग, दैट द नेम ऑफ गैसलर ब्रदर्स वॉज रिटेन just somewhere on the board. And in the window, a few pairs of boots. He made only what was ordered. So, as you people may have seen, once you enter, some kind of show. So at the very starting, you see a showcase display board. So there was only a display box, and that they had a few pairs of boots. And Mr. Gessler used to make those boots only which was ordered. And what he made never failed to fit. And whatever he created, whatever he made, that never failed to fit. जो एक बार उसने बूट बना दिया तो उसके अंदर कोई भी कमी नहीं निकलती थी. That was really perfect. To make boots, such boots as he made, seemed to me then, and still seems to me, mysterious and wonderful. Means the boots he created, he made, that was really mysterious, that was really unique. And having seen his made boots, I was quite surprised, as I found that very mysterious, very wonderful. तो what does this mean? इसका कहने का मतलब ये है कि जो बूट उसने एक बार बना दिया, that looked mysterious, that looked really fascinating, that attracted people. I remember well my shy remark one day while stretching out to him my youthful foot. Is not it awfully hard to do, Mr. Gessler? So the author added here that long back there was a day when I went to him just regarding the boots. तो मैंने being hesitate, I just put my foot forward to him. मैंने अपने पैर को उनके आगे की तरफ किया, just to give my measurement of my foot and for the boots. And I asked, have you not been bothered, as for a very long time you did it, and you kept on making shoes, you kept on making boots. So haven't you been troubled? Haven't you been disturbed by your trade, by your work? कहने का मतलब ये है कि जैसे तुम इतने दिनों से for a very long time you are in touch with this trade, so don't you get bothered, don't you get distraught, don't you feel difficulties while making boots? So this was something asked by the author to Mr. Gessler, and his answer, given with a sudden smile from out of the redness of his beard: it is an art. Then at once Mr. Gessler replied to author with a smile: and that was coming out from the redness of his beard, that it is an art, my dear, कि ये तो एक कला है. I never do it being pressurized. I never do it being troubled. It is my passion, and I loving do it. I loving do it. It was not possible to go to him very often. His boots lasted terribly. Now here author said that it was not possible. That means the boots that he made that lasted a very long. कि जो boots वो बनाया करता था तो वो काफ़ी दिनों तक चलते थे. तो इतना it was not so easy to reach him, within a month, twice in a month. So it was not easy to reach him. I hope you may have understood it so far. Now let's continue. Having something beyond the temporary, some essence of both stitched into them. He must have used the unique material while making boots. He must have used some unique material while making boots, and that went beyond temporary. तो कहने का मतलब ये है, इट मीन्स दैट कि जो मटेरियल, जो स्टफ वो यूज़ करता था, इट वॉज नॉट टेम्परेरी, दैट लास्टेड लॉन्ग. ऑल राइट. One went in not as into most shops, but restfully, as one enters a church, and sitting on the single wooden chair, waited. A guttural sound and tip-tap of his slippers beating the narrow wooden stairs, and he would stand before one without coat and little bent in leather apron, with sleeves turned back, blinking as if awakened from some dreams of boots. Now let us know what author has said in this paragraph. Whenever somebody reaches his shop, so that person used to go to him when he had time. There was a condition that one should not be in hurry. He or she needs to have time to reach him. Right? As people went other shops and get the things and quickly back to the home. But here it was not so. Right? People needed to have time. They must be free just to reach him. So whenever somebody reaches his shop, so he or she had to wait there. And what kind of feeling persons felt there? As if they entered in a church, as if they have arrived in a church. ऐसा लगता था कि जैसे वो कहीं चर्च में आ गए हों. And they were completely bound, sitting on a single wooden chair. There used to be a single wooden chair in his shop, and one is supposed to sit on that, and he or she had to wait there. After some time, Mr. Gessler used to come to that particular person by glittering, means जो लकड़ी की जो सीढ़ियाँ बनी हुई हैं उनसे जब नीचे आता था तो एक आवाज़ आती थी, कड़कड़ की आवाज़. एंड creating the sound of tip tap of his slippers. And just after a while, and he used to stand before the before uh, the customer who actually had arrived over there for boots, and he did not wear coat, and just got pant, and wearing leather apron, and he got his sleeves back and blinking, and he appeared as if that he awakened फ्रॉम सम ड्रीम ऑफ बूट्स, जैसे वो किसी बूट्स जैसे किसी ख्वाब से किसी सपने से वो बाहर आया है. So my dear students, that's enough for the day. I hope you must have understood. Thank you very much, and the rest part of this chapter will be taken in my next video. So get in touch. Thank you very much.